The lion, you know what? Who gives a crap? Like, I don't even give a crap anymore. These Disney live action remakes, they're nothing anymore. Why would I even spend my time getting angry? Honestly, I've just constantly yelled about how bad I think these live action remakes are. I don't care anymore. This movie, it's not good. Is it terrible? I guess not. I guess there's some redeeming qualities. I guess there's a few good jokes. But honestly, this movie made me feel sad. This movie made me feel angry. And not like the fun angry, not like a movie like not like movies like Norm of the North 2 or Replicas or Hellboy or Wonder Park or The Silence from all from this year. They made me like this felt like this is one of the worst films I've ever seen. This film just made me feel empty. When I left this movie, I felt betrayed by Disney because maybe more than anyone, Disney means a lot to me. Honestly, I grew up with these movies and they're so deep to me, which is why whenever one of these is announced, I'm just thinking, what's the point? What's the point of another Dumbo? What's the point of another Aladdin? What's the point of more Mulan? And I can't even get angry. Like it made me angry, but it's like in this way that I don't even care. I can't even yell. I don't even feel like yelling. I don't feel like anything. This movie, it's just dull. Well, what do I even say that hasn't already been said? All the faces are dull. They're just dull animal faces. I mean, when I see Mufasa die in the original Lion King, I cry because I'm looking at someone with like a human looking face. And I care about this character. When I look at Mufasa, honestly, there was actually a few times in the movie where when Simba and Scar were fighting, I didn't even know who was who. I couldn't tell which character was which character until they start talking. They have almost no body language. They just run. The freaking just can't wait to be king sequence is just nothing. They're just running and going, oh, I just can't. They're just singing the song while running. No creative color. The freaking beginning Circle of Life sequence is one of the most generic openings to a movie. In the original, there's this, it's completely dark, and then this sunset with beautiful, it looks like a painting. And whenever that intro plays, I get this feeling of this certain love. When I heard that beginning, I just saw a bunch of generic animals. Oh look, an antelope. Oh look, a zebra. Oh look, some bugs. Oh look, a random lion. That's all I see. These characters don't emote because they're actual lions. The characters are just generically written too. They're just the original characters, but just copy pasted. They're like they're just like, hey, we have these characters. Let's just go to the surface level of them. We don't go deep into them. What do we know about Simba? Well, he wants to impress his father. We don't go deep into why. We don't get deep into his insecurities because we don't even have him be able to emote. We can't see his emotions on his face when he does anything. We don't get deep into anything. And I know a lot of people have been saying, I love how realistic it looks. And yes, does it look impressive? For like 5 seconds, yes, it looks very impressive. For like the first few minutes, that was pretty impressive. But animation's better with these movies because any of these sequences are just better in animation. And they don't add anything interesting. They just basically it's just the original, except they slightly change a line. Slightly. Like they have a line and then they kind of change it. Like, hey, you see this is the same line, but let's change it around a bit and now we're different. No, it's the same thing. You're just saying the same line again. It doesn't care what BS you do, you're still the same thing. It's still the exact same line said in the exact same way. Except you're taking all the magic out. Okay, I actually need to tell a story because when Mufasa was being thrown off a cliff, I laughed. I laughed hysterically. I thought it was hilarious. Cuz in the movie it's so badly done. when Simba's screaming, he just doesn't have any emotion. He's like, no, with no emotion on his face. When Mufasa's put up, it just looks so silly. It honestly looks like it looked stupid. It looked legitimately stupid to the point where I was hysterically laughing. In fact, my dad, who was looking at me, he was like, "What are you doing? Why are you laughing at this?" Like I was actually thought people thought I was crazy, but honestly, that movie actually got me to laugh at Mufasa's death. And let's get to Timon and Pumbaa. Now, Timon and Pumbaa are probably like the best part of the movie. Honestly, they aren't bad. They aren't as good as the original one, but you know what? They're fine. The comedy in this movie isn't terrible. There's a few good lines, once or twice. There's a line where Zazu talks about how he had a brother who thought he was a woodpecker, and yeah, that was kind of funny. Also, Timon and Pumbaa, they have good lines. They're played by good actors. It isn't enough though. It isn't enough because it's yeah, you can be funny, but the truth is, this movie just feels like a copy paste of the original. Let's take the original, let's change how it looks, and then just kind of change a few lines, and boom, throw it into theaters, and a billion people will pay. And I paid, and I still feel like I feel so stupid for actually paying to go to this movie, because now money, I technically because of me, money has been given to the movie. I'm constantly complaining, but because I'm part of supporting it. I don't. This movie just makes me feel empty. And honestly, I'm not even angry because it's the worst film I've ever seen in my life or anything. I mean, I've seen way worse films, even this year. This movie made me feel angry in this way that I don't care. You're giving up. I've given up on these movies. I don't even know if I can even watch them anymore. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will go keep going to these movies and probably just have the same reaction because these movies, they're nothing to me anymore. Why would I even try complaining? I've complained all I can about these movies. I talked to everyone about how much bad ideas these movies are, and honestly, I don't even care anymore. Watching this movie, it's everything I thought. I didn't get anything. I left this movie feeling like I wasted my time. I wasted my time with this movie, and I'm angry at the fact that I actually went and saw it. I'm angry at myself for going and seeing it. I don't know what the hell to score this movie. I don't know. Probably like a I don't know. I'll give it like a C minus. But honestly, that's really all it deserves. I'm not gonna give it worse. I don't want to give it the attention to get a worse score. I feel like it doesn't deserve a D plus or an F. It just deserves generic. More of just the generic. But this review, it won't stop Disney. Even if I stop going to see these movies, that won't stop anything. They're still making the Mulan remake. They've already made tons of money off of, you know, Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent and Beauty and the Beast and Dumbo and Aladdin and The Lion King. Now just because of this, that won't stop. They'll not stop, and you know what? They'll just keep coming out, and I'll probably keep seeing them because I want to say I should stop, but what is my at? Like my if I stop seeing these movies, they'll still make billions of dollars. I saw this movie like 4 days after it came out, and it already is becoming it gets a bunch of money. I don't care. This movie, it made me feel empty, honestly.